Quality of the people, it's one of the first things my father talked about. I was having lunch with him one day and he said, I have 2 families. I said, oh, this is going to be an interesting conversation. But he was talking about not only the family that I grew up in, but the Miller and Smith family. He says, those are the most important assets that we have, are our employees, and I look at them as an extended family.
We started in my basement. We had a quote table, which is really a door that we used as a desk, halfway between the furnace and the hot water heater. That was our start. Alvin actually started out as a carpenter with a subcontractor on the job, basically nailing nails. He was our first employee.
Dave Miller called me and asked me if I would go to work as their general superintendent. I told him no. It was 2 guys out of Harvard, 2 years worth of experience, and had never built a house. Gordon Smith called me. He asked if I would reconsider. I did call Gordon and say that I would take the job. But when Spence and Rich came on board, we became a team.
Didn't start exactly as planned. My resume wound up in the wrong pile, in the reject pile. So I called up Gordon and I said, hey Gordon, please give me a chance at it. I guess I was impressed them enough that they did hire me.
The day Gordon hired me had to be the luckiest day of my life. I'd say nobody's had 3 better partners than me. I think the thing that made us strong initially was, although there were different personalities, we complemented each other and respected each other and worked as a team.
Wessington was basically our second community. The houses that you look here at Wessington are unique. You don't see this anyplace. Our current houses are also unique.
We never tried to build the same product twice. So every time we had a new piece of ground, we'd analyze the market, see what the other national builders were building, and then see if we could come up with something that was more innovative and more up to speed than what was being built around here.
Everybody thinks of Miller & Smith as being a design-oriented home builder, but that's just such a small part of what we do. To buy the raw piece of ground, to land plan it, to get it engineered, to designing the great product, all the way to building it, selling it, and warranting it. The longevity of the employees and the vendors, it's an integral part of what we are. It really is the heart of what we are.
The day we launch our contests are some of the best days of the year for us. We tend to do some crazy things.
Everybody sees do the right thing as something that is very simple. It's not. It is brutally complicated to stand in front of another individual and say what you need to say.
One is specifically working through our issues at One Loudoun. We've had to have difficult conversations with our banks on some deals and had to renegotiate some terms there. It would have been easier to present a much rosier plan to raise the capital more readily, but we wanted to be honest.
And to get through that and to keep going, keep the plan intact, and get to where we are today with the development and construction of One Loudoun and our acceptance in the marketplace. It's been an awesome effort by the whole team.
I am very optimistic about Miller & Smith. I think number one, lessons learned from the past, taking those forward, the reputation that we have, and the strong staff will allow us to go forward in a very good way.
The strengths that we have from the history are critical to our success in the future.
And I think the future is every bit as bright as the past.
I'm really thankful for all the people who came before us here at Miller & Smith. Miller & Smith has a great reputation that we all get to take advantage of today, but it really started 50 years ago and it's grown each day since then.
We've got a super team today, which is the next generation.
We couldn't be any luckier than we are. And I think they have done a wonderful, wonderful job.
Yeah, I wanted to say thank you. I wanted to say thank you to all of the employees. You know, it's you and your families that make up the personality of Miller & Smith, and I want to also say thank you to Gordon, Alvin, Spence, and Richard. Thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this organization.